Apex Legends is arguably one of the most innovative battle royale experiences out on the market right now. That being said, we're going to be shedding some light on some of the lesser known parts of the community. Apex Legends speedruns have existed for quite some time now. However, only just recently has there been a spike in the community. Now the question remains, how do you speedrun a battle royale? Well, today we're going to be looking at some of the absurd categories and runs which can really turn Apex Legends upside down. But before we begin, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Just kidding, I don't have a sponsor. But if you want to sponsor me, hit me up, okay? Let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. According to speedrun.com, Apex Legends has 4 main speedrunning categories: training, death, Nessie, and Zipline. Let's start with training. The rules are simple. Complete the Apex Legends training mode as fast as possible. The training mode is something which all players who hop on the game for the first time are required to complete. This category is probably one of the most tedious ones on here because any small mistake can really cost you a ton of time. So you're basically doing the same thing over and over again, trying to perfect your movement and button mashing. It may seem kind of easy at first, but it's actually a lot harder than it looks. I tried this run myself and let's just say I didn't do very well. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about some of the top runs, shall we? The world record right now is held by the Nessie 01, I think is how you pronounce that. I apologize if I get anybody's names wrong. I'm not too good with names, okay? But anyways, this run was submitted 5 days ago. So as I said before, there has been a lot of people submitting runs recently over the past month. So we have the Nessie 01 at the top, Bastion, Nox at second, with only just a couple of milliseconds behind, and Surreal in third, and then Gucci Cardigan, I think is how you pronounce that, in fourth there. So as you can see, all these runs are like only a couple of milliseconds apart, and again, as I said before, it really comes down to perfect movement and button mashing, and we're actually going to be taking a look at one of these runs here. So this run here is by Bastion, who's currently second place on the leaderboard. Now one thing you'll notice right away is that they're actually playing on the Chinese version, and the reason they are doing this is just like in other speedrunning games, it shortens the dialogue as opposed to like playing on English or anything, and especially in a run like this, it can really save a lot of time playing on a different version of language. How does he read it? Well, he's got practice, of course. But anyways, now they're basically just smashing buttons, doing the usual that they have to do, and everything else. So the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Again, it's really just about movement and trying to do things as quick as they possibly can. So I'll just let the rest play out here, and then we'll head to the next category. The next category, and probably the one I'm the best at, is the death category. And yeah, it's exactly how it sounds. Depending on what map you're on, you have to die as quickly as possible. That includes the firing range, training mode, and also the other maps that aren't currently in this season's rotation. So that was Learn2 Grammars, who holds the world record for the firing range. Now keep in mind that the timer doesn't start until the player's first input. So obviously their first input was when they threw the knuckle cluster and then they killed themselves with their ultimate. Pretty self-explanatory. Now this is the world record for training mode death by Brinsky. This one's actually pretty funny. So what they're gonna do here is they're gonna slide down the hill like they're doing a training speed run, and they're gonna wait for Bloodhound, of course. And what they're gonna do is grab a grenade, and you'll see what happens next. So they grab the grenade, and once they open this crate, they'll throw a grenade, and that'll spawn these targets, and they're gonna glitch through the target, and it'll kill them. So pretty funny stuff right there, and that's the world record for training. Next up, Kings Canyon. So this one is by Aaron Sick, and they actually got a really good little spawn here on the route. So what they're just going to do is fly right off the map, and again, this one's kind of based off of RNG, so they're going to actually clip the wall there, and that'll make them fall faster into the water for a 12-second world record. Here's World's Edge, and once again this record is held by Aaron Sick, and just like the Kings Canyon one, they're going to fly to the side of these rocks here and clip the edge and fall right off the map and die, and that's your world record. Now Olympus, and the world record, guess who, is by Aaron Sick. And they'll clip the side of this tree here and fall right off the map for 13:05. And lastly, Storm Point, which is the newest map in the game. Once again, we're showing Aaron Sick. He holds all these records for these things, it seems like. And he'll clip the edge of these rocks, and right off the map he goes for a world record. So the next category on this list is the Nessie category. This one's not as popular as the other ones, unfortunately. I didn't even know about this thing until just today when I was looking at these runs. But basically the Nessie is an Easter egg where you're supposed to like shoot these things, and it'll like summon Nessie, and it can only work in Kings Canyon. So whenever Kings Canyon gets back, I'm gonna have to try this thing. But basically you're looking for a Nessie appears in the kill feed, and you're supposed to like shoot this thing or something. You'll see what I mean in a second. So this is the Nessie world record 4 months ago by these guys. So as you can see, he's gonna shoot that thing with his knuckle cluster, and it says a Nessie appears in the chat there. And I'm not even gonna pronounce these guys' names, but you can see them there. They hold the world record. So now he's gonna fly over here, and I think the final one's over here. I think his teammates are also getting the other ones. And I think he's memorized locations. I think it's always like in the same locations every time. So he'll shoot this one. Pretty good aim there. And this is the final one here, and this is what happens. And look at that, we have giant Nessie coming in to the island. Look at that, man. That's actually pretty cool. I wonder if like other players can see it too. Again, I really didn't even know about this until today, but that's actually a pretty cool Easter egg. Again, definitely something I'm gonna have to try. And down he goes back into the water. Beautiful. And last but not least, the zipline category. So the objective is in the fire range, start from the highest tower, zipline to the other 4 towers, then back again and shoot the target at the top. There's actually a tie for the world record between Aaron Sick and Whitebeard OP. So here's Whitebeard's perspective. This run is actually pretty cool. So they'll zipline to this tower, and then they'll use Valkyrie to kind of save a couple seconds here and there. And now they'll have to shoot the target at the very top here. So they'll fly all the way up and shoot the target, and that's the run. So there you have it, guys. All of the Apex Legends main speedrunning categories. I know most of them are pretty random and whatnot, but they're still pretty cool. And if you guys want to check out this category for yourself and maybe submit your own runs, I'll leave the link in the description below. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Only a very small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed, so it really mean a lot to me if you click that sub button. Literally takes 2 seconds here. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you learned something new, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Goodbye.